Welcome one and all, and welcome back to another exciting session of Storms over Cerenar. Storms over Cerenar, Epic Boon has brought together more than 50 years of role-playing experience to create an epic tale of ancient secrets, sleeping gods, and country-spanning conflicts in a high-level D&D campaign. My name is Ro, and I have the pleasure, nay privilege, of being your dungeon master for tonight. With me as always are my 5 wonderful ding-dongs. Great to have you back, guys. It's been a month!
Hello, ding-dongs!
Hello, ding-dongs.
Before everybody has a chance to introduce themselves and their characters, I just want to remind everybody watching this that Storms over Cerenar is a rowdy and sometimes dark role-playing campaign meant for adults. Sometimes we tackle hard and uncomfortable subjects. We try to do it in a respectful and empathetic way, but viewer discretion is advised. So, I'm going to go into a little recap for the limited amount of stuff that happened last time. But before that, I want everybody to have a chance to introduce themselves. And we're going alphabetically by real-world names, as always. So, Alex, please take it away. Floor is yours.
Hello.
Great to have you.
Hello, how nice to have me too. I don't know why I went that way. Hello, I am Alex. I am one of 2 people in the UK that over the last year has been regularly in a party, the other being the Prime Minister. I play Oust, the Hexblade Warlock.
Oh, welcome, Paddy Alex. So, did you also get into a bunch of problems with the press, or are you good?
No, I just kept dying in a D&D game. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Now I get it. I'm bad. I'm done. Let's give it up for our favorite dwarf, Anton. Please, welcome to the show.
Yes, hello, and what a privilege to be here. I am Anton. I'm playing the grumpy Ranger Sorcerer. I always remind myself exactly how that goes. Ranger Sorcerer Dwarf, Torben, and I'm excited to be back and happy to be here.
Very happy to have you as well, and of course, my old high school buddy, old friend, old buddy, Jonas. Great to have you, Jonas. Jonas, can you hear me?
Stand by for technical issues.
All right. Before Jonas says hi, if you can hear me. Oh, there you are. You're up, man.
Okay, I think it's very slow. I'm like seconds behind.
Oh, I see.
So that's my internet connectivity for you guys. I'm so sorry. So the response time.
Oh.
And he froze. Excellent.
Yeah, he's also very quiet again.
Oh, and Leon, you're a voice modulator.
What is happening?
This is perfect. We're going to keep that lovely picture of Jonas smiling on until the internet figures out what to do.
Oh, change, put it on a voice changer just for that.
You know what? At one point, I'm going to dare you to just use the voice modulator for the whole fucking session. Leon, great to see you, man. How are you?
Yep. So, I'm Leon from Germany here, playing Faust, the Loxodon Artificer, after my previous character, Theus, was kidnapped and is probably currently getting very, very intimate with a lot of the many faces.
It's a
Very
FaceTime.
happy to see, and some of you can see we have some new art as well to reflect that you are playing a new character, Leon. So it's exciting to see who Faust is what he's going to be doing. I just love the frozen picture of Jonas on my screen. I don't know if he's just happy.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
I love
We
it.
should just keep it.
Yeah. Just keep it. Someone take a screenshot before it goes away.
No,
Okay.
That's saved into history. That's in the internet forever now.
That's perfect. And last but not least, of course, a fellow producer of Epic Boon,
that's me.
Tanner, our IT specialist, streaming technician. How's it going for you today, man?
Well, I feel special today. It's been a month, so I forgot how to do everything, so that's cool. I play Nongle, a little shit of a gnome who knows every spell but doesn't have access to really any of the good ones. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what the hell is going to happen now.
All right, it seems like we have Jonas back.
Maybe.
Let's not get our hopes up.
I'm going to be in contact on an unnamed messenger service until me and Jonas figure out what to do, I guess.
Unnamed
It's
messenger.
MSN, guys. It's MSN.
No,
They revived it just for this.
I still have the floppy disk. Use it.
I've got hours of free now.
Message me on Yahoo, bro.
Just a fucking group of elder millennials talking about the early zeros. All right, perfect, guys.
The elder millennial, of course, is a stronger version of millennial, which is actually CR21.
Precisely. And they're allowed to drink legally in the US, so we got that going for us as well.
They're already alcoholics over here, so.
Yeah, we started at CR16 over here. All right, perfect. What a great fucking start, guys. This is
I've missed you ding dongs a lot.
Yeah.
This is the most professional D&D stream on the internet. Last session, we mostly dealt with the aftermath of the Siege of Blimey Bay. Siege of Blimey Bay, where our heroes had to fight off both the organization of the Brotherhood of the Many Faces and the Leviathan Trade Company, who was hell-bent on conquering and taking Blimey Bay from themselves. After learning that Theus, the former pupil and protege of the Lord of the Many Faces, was kidnapped and taken away, our heroes found his last will and testament, or at least what amounts to that. And they went to Greenslade to do the last things on his list to do, and they met Faust, a somehow interesting artificer, a Loxodon on the island of Greenslade, who agreed to help them on their quest to fight these devious and evil assassins. Now our heroes are going back to Blimey Bay to pack up their stuff. And if I recall correctly, you decided to go to New Wrath and from there find out how to get up north to the World Tree of Urdras, where Bjorn has to hand over the Gjallarhorn and begin another part of your quest. How you're going to go there unseen, as you are all wanted by the political of Arkham and everyone.
I think if we just
everyone
go
in the
plain in the open, no one won't expect it. They're
Precisely,
expecting us to do a bunch of weird shit.
Just
So
taking
let's
like a
walk
Chris
straight in.
Hemsworth costume on with like just a blanket over your heads and walking like that. That's definitely one way to do it. We're going to figure that out. So today we have some travel ahead of us to figure out where you guys are going. So, if I don't recall wrongly, you were all still in Greenslade after talking to Faust. I don't know if there's anything you wanted to do there before you head out. You can still go back to Blimey Bay, where all your stuff is, with the teleportation circle that you used to get here.
Didn't we
So-
end on the ship of the crazy captain who shot himself out of our cannon?
Oh yes, I think that's great. I mean, it's been a month, so
Yeah, because I think that was why you posted
been a
his ads in
while.
the chat.
We're embarking from Blimey Bay towards New Wrath, on the oh god, what's his name? Southwesternshire's ship.
Because I remember that we were complimenting his beautiful hedges on the ship as we were
how
ending
it
the
is.
session.
And he hates fingernails.
Just before we get too started, Leon, can you send me a artwork for Faust so I have it? Because I think we might have some technical issues later, and I want to make sure we're not screwing up the
Okay,
camera.
yeah.
Proceed.
We'll send you one. Yep.
all right. So, at this point, I will say that you're about to oversee all of your belongings going up on top of the ship, like aboard the ship, and basically you still have a few hours until you guys are ready to go. The port is kind of been reassembled after the battle. There's a bunch of scorched buildings and rubble everywhere that people kind of have cleared out to make it easier for you guys to go. You see the ship is being loaded with rations and rum and all kind of stuff to kind of to support you for this travel that you're undergoing here. You have like a 10 or 11 days sail to New Wrath. It's a pretty long way you're going, and you don't really know how the seas are looking from here to there. So, I need to know a few stuff. Did you want to bring the levitator and Nongle's family, or or you're going to leave them here?
I believe we were not bringing them, but I might be wrong.
Dongle would like to bring them if it's okay.
Cool. They're coming. And I'd imagine the levitator with them.
Shit, that was easy. I just said, let's do
Sure.
something and it just happened.
You're
playing
family.
D&D, right?
Families, you're finally calling it. Yep. So, yeah, the gnomes are coming.
All right.
The gnomes coming.
It seems like Jonas's internet connection is too
And that's
bad.
why I needed that artwork. There we go. Perfect.
All right.
I love the art.
Is everything
Leon, that's fantastic.
fine for you? We're very sorry that Jonas won't be able to participate today, but that is how it is when you're moving and the internet is not up yet. So we'll be going on without our beautiful barbarian. So we'll just say that Bjorn is busy just hauling very heavy ships, just a lot of heavy stuff aboard the ship, like cannons and cannonballs and just a big box of nails, stuff like that. So you are standing around the docks, Faust. I think this is the first time you've ever been to Black Bay. What are you doing?
Let's look around. Are there any people standing around looking lost? Especially after the battle here? Maybe can offer them a word of solace in this tiring time. Maybe convert them. Maybe make them subscribed to the belief of the Twitching Council.
There are definitely people looking less than okay, I will say.
Can I just look for people who are looking very down on themselves?
Yeah, sure. At some point, you find a young man, maybe 21 years old. He's been sat down somewhere to sort through a bunch of grappling hooks that he needs to sort somehow. You see one of his legs have been blown off in the battle, and he's kind of sitting in a chair, and he looks like he's in pain.
Young man, I see you're also suffering, as we all are, but yours is a little bit more visible.
Oh, you mean because of the whole leg stump thing?
Yeah. Do you need just a little bit of help there?
Sure. Like if you could find the number 7 ones, I could focus on the number 5 ones. That would be very helpful.
I think maybe something with your leg would be appropriate.
What?
Your leg, it is missing.
Yes, I know. I can't find it.
Yeah, do you need some help there?
Checks out.
To find it, I think it got blown off down, and he points down like at the inner parts of Shipyard Cove.
No, I mean in a different way. I'm looking for
not-
some scraps, some wood in the vicinity.
What?
Some scraps or some wood in the vicinity.
Some scraps. Like he just looks over like the battlefield of the town. I guess take your pick.
I will use I will use fabricate to construct just a little bit of a, because of my trade and because of my previous profession, I want to make a very, very real looking prosthetic leg for him.
Hey, go ahead and roll me a Tinker's Tools check. Just let us see how see how beautiful you make this.
All right. It's missing my proficiency, I think, still. Or is it?
Think
It
you
should
have
be expertise, and there's no.
yeah, you get plus 10, so that sounds seems right.
5 and 1. Yeah, that's right. So 29.
Yeah, tell me how it looks first. I think that's probably the
it's-
easiest part here.
Yeah, it's looking like a normal wooden metal leg with a little bit of engravings there. Just maybe to make it look more human-like. The paint is very skin tone, and it can like wiggle, and it has very good flexibility. So I think this is something that you might need, and if you're interested,
Wow, John G.
my
Willis just,
service,
he kind of
yeah,
tries to stand up. Oh, but it's still sore. Sits down.
yeah,
It's
my
weird. It's like I can
services and
move it.
yeah, my services and
Do you, do you
deliver
not want money for this, or
no, to deliver suffering from this world. Can interest
deliver
you
to
in
where?
the belief of the Twitching Council.
The what?
No, the Twitching Council. Those who will deliver us from suffering.
Okay. He looks
Yeah.
confused. Like he.
I would say that this lack might maybe not be well, will not stay as long as you want if you do not subscribe to the belief. I did put the little engraving there just to always have a reminder that the Twitching Council is watching you.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So how do I do that?
Oh, just keep an eye and ear open and to the believers.
Okay, I get it. I'll.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep an eye on anything specific, Mister?
I put like Faust has a stack of like this paper which like has like the commandments and it's like a little church flyer to convert Joe's, like sending them out, puts one in his hands, read it, take it in, and believe.
Sure. Okay, I'll take this to.
And I leave.
Or bye. You see, he takes the flyer and kind of puts it underneath his jacket. I should leave.
I
What
will
about?
spend the rest of like you can go to the others, but I will spend the rest of the time finding people who I can convert.
Right. To your Twitching Council. Perfect. What about Bogan? What are you doing?
I think Torben has a pretty straightforward goal for the time being. I think he is trying to find out if there's any sort of stores still open in town, or if I'm not sure if that's even a thing after the fighting, but he is looking to stock up on alcohol and supplies for himself before we set sail.
One thing that is completely certain about Blinded Bay is that people will try to earn money any way they can. So when you go back toward Boatswain's Run, there's just Boatswain's Run. There's just a bunch of like makeshift market stalls and things. It's maybe not back to normal, but pirates sure as hell, don't seem to mind that much. Rotten fish! Rotten fish! Get your rotten fish here! Have people shouting everywhere.
That might actually be useful for the Clamlark. Nice experiment a bit. Yeah, I'll have a bit of the rotten fish. I want just give me.
For you, sir. You want the chubs? Or do you perhaps see yourself as a more courageous man?
No, I'm not courageous. Trout is fine.
Sure, right here, some rotten trout.
Is this?
5 copper pieces of rania.
Wow, I was about to say if this was worth anything, but I can tell it isn't, and I'm gonna toss a few coins on the table.
Thank you for your business, sir. Now, if you're ever looking for rotten octopus, you go somewhere else for that. I'm not that kind of bird.
I feel like this might be the wrong place to ask, but is there anyone here who sells good alcohol and not rotting garbage?
Pardon me for selling rotten fish. Pardon me for being.
I mean, I
mad
bought
for
it.
living.
Listen, I already bought it. You don't have to be like
You
just.
don't have to say that I make my living selling garbage to people. That's rude. That's what it is.
Well,
I might be a
I was
pirate, but I still
looking
have
for
feelings on the inside. Okay.
Listen, I've spent a lot of time around pirates in the last few days. I know how it is. And I also noticed the place has good alcohol, alright? It has to be here somewhere, so point me in the
Scallywag
direction.
Brewery is just down the road there. He points. They can give you whatever you need.
I appreciate that. Also, you should consider getting some of that rotten octopus. Expand your options. There's a booming industries here, I'm sure.
You're one of those Electrum guys, aren't you?
Never heard of it, but it sounds interesting.
All right. Well, if you ever see one of them, they can tell those big city guys, and they can stay away with their magic, make-believe money.
I prefer a bit more practical things anyway, so yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Don't you worry.
Rotten fish! Catch a rotten fish here!
And I'll make my way over to the brewery.
Flounders! Cause very bad this year. You go on to Scallywag's brewery. That's just
Just imagine this guy trying to make a living in the middle of the town screaming, "Get your rotten fish!" I love it.
I mean, it works. Yeah, I'm gonna pack away my rotten trout.
It's a delicacy in some parts of the world. Norsemen, they eat they will like bury a fish and then just let it ferment for a week and then they'll eat it.
And it is just as disgusting as it sounds.
Right. So you see like a big brewery. It's just like a big brewery building. You see like the sign has been like kind of half of it has burned away, and there's like a big. It used to be somehow a fancy door, probably taken from a captain's quarter. And right next to the door is just a big hole blown into the building. And you see a few people sitting on benches inside getting some drinks, stuff like that. So it sounds like that's a tavern as well.
Yeah, I'll just walk in, I suppose, through the hole in the wall. Who's in charge here? Who do I have to actually pay gold to get anything done?
Oh, yes, sir. You see like a halfling like getting on top of a stool behind the bar. Ah, hello, Johnny Scallywag. Can I help you with anything?
Scallywag. I think I've heard that name a few times around city. Is that a large family name?
Oh no. It's just a very. It's like Smith, you know. It's just a noun.
I see. Well, I hope you have a little bit better options than the rotting nonsense outside. So tell me, if I put this on the table, can you give something worth my trouble? And I'm gonna put a bag of 100 golds on the table.
Like his eyes widen. Certainly, sir. Is there anything specific you're looking for? You see, like behind him, there's like rows of bottles of alcohol. Some of them have still just half bottles being blown up. Some of them seems pretty new. Some of the more pricey stuff got saved in our cellar, but most of the things we normally sell has been got a bit smoked, so to say. It's very well. So I'm yes, anything special, sir?
But as long as there's no glass shards and whatever I get, I think I'll be more than happy. But...
Oh, we have an absolutely 100% glass shard free guarantee. I even sieved some of the alcohol here just to be sure.
Quite impressive. You know, you get a tip for that, and I'll put one more gold coin on the pile.
Thank you kindly, sir.
But tell me, anything at all that you have that's sort of unique to the region. Something expensive, something unique, something good. And they're not clamnog. I'm fine on clamnog.
You see, at some point he starts getting very excited, and then when you say not clamnog, he kind of slumps.
I have more than it. I have more than I'll ever need. So.
Well, I will say clamnog is a regional specialty. We have grog, though. Grog is, I don't know if you know, it's rum and salt water, but I don't think that's what you're looking for. We do have some, I guess it is our most expensive. Well, one second, and he goes down, and you see like this. It looks like a big like Magnum wine bottle of wood, and you see that it has like flowers sprouting on it. This is organic wine made from local hallucinogenic plants. It has something to do with the feywild influence of some of the parts of the forest. It's very tricky, sir. It is very rare and difficult to procure, though, so this bottle alone will run you up 30 gold pieces, I'm afraid.
Sure. Put it on the table. I'll have one of those. 30 golds. That's fine.
Puts down like the big 1 liter bottle. We do have a variety of rum as well, sir, and we do make fruit wine as well, brandy from local fruits.
not much for wine, but I think I know someone who might appreciate that on the journey. So one bottle of whatever best wine you have. And
Oh, I enjoy the peach wine very well, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that is fine. I know nothing about wine, so I'll take your word on it.
How much are we talking? Just a case?
Sure, a case. How much is a case?
Let's see here. Let's see here. Where is it? Food, drink, and lodging. So I will say it's a common bottle of wine, and you get like 6 in a case. So it's 1 gold per case. Oh.
Wait, only 1 gold for a whole case?
Yeah, gold, like one
Gold's actually
bottle
worth
of
a
wine. Gold is
Jeez.
worth a lot of money.
Okay, I'm starting to realize that what I've put on the table might take a long time to actually get rid of. How about you give me 2 cases of that, and just I'm gonna look away for a few minutes, and you just put the most expensive stuff you have back there on the table, and make sure I'm getting my money's worth. All right? If I find out you scammed me, I will come back and break your knees.
Yeah, yes, sir. Do you have a wagon?
You know what?
Can I make a delivery to a ship somewhere?
Yes. I don't even remember the bloody name. The weird one with the hedges. The one with the
Oh
hedges.
yes, the Crinaves, the most gentlemanly ship on the 9 seas, of course. Yes. Do I make it out to as
Torgen. I'm Torgen.
Torgen? Yes, sir. Scribbles it down. Right away. I'll be there within the hour.
Excellent. I'll take the wine case to go at least. I'm sure that'll be put to good use.
Of course.
But thank you, and I'm gonna push the coins over the table.
Right, you're 100 gold down, but you have enough alcohol to, I don't know, kill someone.
Well, listen, I've been told we're taking a very long trip, so it's best to be prepared. But yeah, I'll head back to the ship, and I think that's it for me.
Right. What about Nongol?
Nongol is, I guess, just hanging out by the levitator. He's got his book out, and he's just curious. This isn't my bookmark. Interesting. I just want to start trying to find out, like, obviously this bookmarks a page. What's on the page? What's going on with this?
All right. So there, like, as you open up this here, it seems like it's made in some kind of arcane script. Like, when you prepare your spells, you have your own personalized script to kind of keep other people from reading what you're writing down, right? It seems this is the same case here, so you might need some time to decipher it and kind of find the cipher key to actually read this.
Well,
Go ahead and give me a straight intelligence. Now, investigation roll. Investigation is good.
investigation. Cool.
As you're looking this through.
It's a nat 20, 31. Solid
This-
first roll, man.
This is not made in your hand. This is someone else's hand. It is not. It is definitely not something like everything else that has been in here is something that looks like you have written it, right? But this is something else. It seems like a very light, curly, very neat hand. And the runes are definitely not Serenian. You don't have any way to recognize if like these symbols come from somewhere you haven't seen before, so you wouldn't be able to directly recognize where this might originate from. But with a 20 investigation check and everything else you have found out with the manifest so far, it probably has something to do with the Feywild.
With the Feywild. All right. I'll use like comprehend languages and detect magic and identify and see if I can figure anything else by it.
Is there anything I can assist with that? On the basis
away
that I
from my
can
book!
read any. I'm just wandering around. I'm like, "Meh."
If I hit an impasse, I'll definitely.
Like the comprehend languages, all of this doesn't work because it's made in a cipher, right? You have identified the manifest before, and you know that like usually what you get is just nonsense. It's like there's some kind of arcane protection of this.
Knowing that Nibbles is from the Feywild, I know this is stupid, but I'm gonna see if my chicken. I'm gonna bring Nibbles over to the book. What do you make any sense of this?
Nibbles begins to choke on a rock it was eating.
Get out of here, bird. Leave.
You don't think there's any easy way to do this. You have to spend the time to actually do the cipher.
Okay.
So you can put in a downtime activity on the Nongle.
Okay. What should I call it?
There's one thing you know that Furo is also from the Feywild.
Right.
He's helping with loading the ship as well.
Okay. What should I call the downtime activity?
It's an investigation type. It has progress of 150, and you already have a 31 in that. So you could just say call it 119.
Completion 150. Intelligence check. What's the DC?
There's no DC. That's not a DC. There's just a completion target of 119 because you already took it down 31.
All right.
And it's an ability check on in investigation or intelligence. Yeah.
Investigation. Current progress 0. I'll call this one bookmark. All right. Done. All right. Well, once I realize I need I need some downtime for this, and I realize we're packing and whatnot, I'll try to reach out to, I guess, Ost.
Hello.
Oust went away with the admiral a few seconds ago.
Oh, I'll see if I can track them down.
All right, you work with that. So Oust,
Hello.
what were you doing before the admiral came to fetch you? As I just
So
spoiled,
if I remember rightly, I'd probably just come out of my confluence where
oh yeah,
I saw some shit.
yeah, you saw Theus.
Yeah, and then I also didn't see some shit,
Yeah,
but Alex heard it. So I'm probably contemplating that. The bits I did see. And working out how to break this to the rest of the group. Because it was like, by the way, guys, your friend's dead. Other than that, I'd probably be just asking some of the people on the ship, assuming I was on the ship, where I could find some good furniture shops.
is there anything on your mind, boy? You've been sitting there cross-legged the whole time.
Just
Captain kind of looks over. His corgis are like, he has 3 corgis, and they are very much trying to be able to lick your face at this point.
Oh, I'd imagine if I'm in a trance and I don't notice it, especially through all of this, they
Yeah,
probably
you're
were
sloppy.
licking my face, and I was like, "Oh, this is disgusting." And Elst is allergic to dogs. I've just decided. Cool. So that's just like his eyes are just streaming. It's like, if I could move the. Thank you. No, I'm just
Butcher,
you know,
Persephone, please, here. They kind of.
just getting my affairs in order.
Those are my good boys and girls. There you go. There you go. Here, take a biscuit. 1 second. Oh, yes. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah. That's my girl. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. Yes. Oh, yes. Now go back to the room. Come on. And they kind of swarm the other way. Yes. Sorry. You're saying.
No, just you know, getting getting my affairs in order, as it were, for the journey. Mentally speaking, not physically, obviously. Yeah.
Quite so. Well, anything I can help you with before we're ready to sail?
Yes, I happen to have a little kind of a nook of my own. So I'm looking to kind of fill it out with some furniture, for some study. Maybe
Well, you should talk to the carpenter.
the carpenter.
Yes.
Well,
Down
is
underneath the poop deck, he has a whole shop for himself. He makes the only southwestern couches and armchairs in the world. After his family died, of course, by mysterious consequences. There was a whole pattern kind of feud. A bunch of people dead. Homestead burned down. But now he's making them for me, of course.
I hear the traumatized make the best furniture. That's fantastic.
Precisely.
Well, I will be sure to stop in on him and see what he can do for me. That's fantastic.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Well,
Is
you
that
never
the
go
apple?
wrong with a good old southwestern feel.
Of course. Well, yes. And maybe we'll play that game of the fingernails later. Probably
yes,
not though.
of course.
Whilst I
Wow,
do,
you can't
whilst I-
tease me like that.
I will. Whilst I
Well,
inherently,
Mr. House.
distrust fingernails, I am, quite attached to my own. But we'll see. Anyway, yes. I heard an admiral screaming at me from somewhere in the distance.
Oh well. Do you
But,
go
I
downstairs
think-
or do you just go away from this guy?
I was going to tell you what. I'm going to go and see the carpenter right now. Yeah, I'll just kind of like. This guy seems to be okay company, but in very short bursts. So he's like, okay, I'll be just gonna. Okay,
He goes back to trimming his hedges.
God bless him. Okay, yeah, I'll try and find this haunted carpenter.
You go down until like the darkest, dankest bowels of the ship, where you see a very, very thin, almost starved-looking man, who's just making these beautiful, beautiful kind of leather. What is it called when you put fabric or leather on a piece of furniture? Is that
Upholstery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like leather upholstered kind of furniture. You see armchairs. You see big Chesterfield-like couches. You see there's like but also like weirdly enough, there's like a stool like for your feet, but it's also a small armchair, and a bed that also looks a bit like an armchair, so like a divan, but it got like twisted in the one direction.
Okay.
And you
So it's
see-
all very couch centric.
Yeah, you see like a table, but it also has leather upholstery and looks like a couch, kind of.
Okay.
Like the craftsmanship is exquisite.
Well, I'll admire some of his wares until he looks like he's not sufficiently busy.
He looks up.
Hello, are you the carpenter? Good. Are you taking on commissions at the moment? Good. Tell you what. I'm going to write some bits down on a piece of paper. Perhaps you can give me a quote. I'm looking for some fine leather upholstered furnishings, particularly some of your delightful couches. Maybe a table, maybe a commode.
He kind of
Also-
knocks twice on the table.
Is that a put money down first or a?
It's
Can I
more like
instant check when he's knocking?
it's more like you came to the right guy.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, yes. Tell you what, I'll give you a list of furnishings, and we'll just see what we can do, shall we?
He takes your piece of paper, and
Yes.
it looks like he can't really read it, so he takes out his one eye and he kind of polishes it a bit and puts it back in, and then he kind of nods. He kind of waves you away.
Cool. All right. Just basically what I want to do is just furnish the demi-plane to an extent. So I want like a kind of Knights of the Round Table style table, maybe like 8 or 9 chairs, probably a
Everything's going to be
commode.
upholstered.
That's you work with what you got. But yeah, preferably all in green leather. But there we go.
As you come back up until the upper deck, you see the admiral standing there.
Ah, Admiral. How the devils are you?
Well, as good as I can be after all this killing and burning. So before you left, I was thinking, we're starting to erect a shrine for the maiden. I thought you might wanted to have a go have a look-see before you left.
Oh goodness, yes, of course. Yes, perhaps we should bring Nongle along with us. He was there when
pretty
Nongle
interested. You see Nongle trying to do Sudokus in his manifest. I guess he'll come see later. I think.
Of course, yes. No, let's take a walk down there.
Sure. And you go up the stairs from the Shipyard Cove, and you go up to Maiden Peak, where you see there's like a like where it before the battle there was like a big kind of galleon head or like a white galleon figure of this white woman that has kind of been put up next to 3 masts. But it was burned in the fighting. And you see how the like the rock that the galleon figure was kind of put up the top on has been kind of cleared out, and it seems like they're building walls around it. So you see masons kind of doing a bunch of things, and they're already up to the 2nd store. Actually, it seems like they've been being pretty busy here. Well, it's not much yet, but well, if my beloved Celestine really is a god fair and true, then the holy house is what we need. Would you say so, Master Host?
Couldn't agree more. But if I might make a slight, what's the word? Give you a slight idea, architecturally wise. I mean, maybe leave the roof off. Yeah. Good view of a clear sky.
That's not bad. All right. I'll let them know. They'll tear down the 1st floor, I guess.
Or
What
just
about-
maybe
about
like
a
a mezzanine, and then just a circle all the way up.
Great. Well, not a bad idea. Come inside. Let's see. And it's like a big octagonal building.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doors in left, and you see in the middle, they have like erected it's smooth rock surface that has been worn down by feet over many years. And in the middle, they've placed a plinth, and on that there's a broken statue that you freed her from. It's been placed. And as you go inside, it's like it kind of it's like you stop to hear you don't really hear the busy harbor anymore, all the people outside. And instead you just feel like kind of the serenity of being somewhere where something very real and still very not what you necessarily would call natural. Like this feels like a temple, and then like in the background you kind of feels like you can just kind of sense the storm rumbling in the background.
I kind of sort of stay very quiet whilst I'm in here. Like, House likes talking, but this doesn't seem like a place for talking. Kind of look around. Look up. Although
People kind of
the floor's still in. Yeah.
see all the people working on it. It seems like a bunch of people are taking this very seriously, which is kind of a nice change of pace for the pirates, who usually just have no impulse control, usually. Instead, these people are just scrambling to make something that is meaningful to them.
You've done a wonderful job, Admiral.
Thank you.
Or everybody,
Seems like you got some kind of connection to her. And that means you're the only other one than me.
True.
And sometimes,
well, I just helped her through the door, as it were. Or created the door.
Sometimes when I feel the storm, the bottomless depths beneath me, rock my very being to the core. Sometimes I can feel her and talk to her. And I thought maybe you wanted a chance to say goodbye before you left. I'm sure she'll look out for you. I was afraid that where you're going, the seas and the storms won't be there.
Where we're
keep,
going, the seas and the storms are going to be the least of our troubles. But I appreciate the sentiment. Certainly. You know, if this is truly the last time we may be here,
I
at
hope
least
not.
me,
But
as do I. But you can never be sure. So yes, no, I'd.
me and Admiral Cephas, I promoted him. I think I need to take care of the city here. I'm going to build up the navy.
Good.
We're going to get the black sailed ships back together, and we are going to protect what's ours. We're going to be a real country with real rules and no one else stomping all over us. And I guess you could need an ally at some point. Seems like you're walking into trouble, and we'll have to pay you back when we can.
That's very kind.
And she kind of looks up and she like whistles, and all the masons, all the people working, kind of like go like leave for a second. All right, I'll give you a minute. Yeah.
Thank you.
And she leaves. As you're standing in this big octagonal room, it's just an unfinished temple. Big, nice windows out to the sea, to the west, where you can just see the mists of Lucasta just roiling around, top of ice blue waves.
I'll summon the blade and just kind of place it at the feet of the statue, and then kind of similarly to how I do my meditation, my trance, kind of just sit at the base of it rather than kneel. Yeah.
You hear the
Try and-
hard thump of the blade kind of slow down for a second as the sun setting kind of illuminates the room, and you can see like kind of all the small motes of dust already in here, kind of flying in the air, now mixed with this green tinted crystal dust in the room with you, and you see like the statue is human sized. It's made of what looks like marble or something completely white, right? And the cracks have been filled with not gold but silver, kind of mended. And as you sit down, you see how like an icy blue, almost like crackling electricity of energy kind of illuminate this and the eyes as well. And as you kind of sit down to commune, you see how your green motes of dust kind of begin to dispatch like electric outbursts, and kind of like a small almost like a chemical or energy reaction in the room around you, as everything kind of charges up with the power that is clearly inside of this person or this being.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening. I am still very much getting used to this form of mine. And
Can
this new
imagine so.
purpose that you helped me to achieve. Is it true that you're leaving Lamy Bay for your other endeavors?
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
We have business across Cerenar. Actually, there's things in play now that we can't necessarily slow down. Well, we'll try our best to. Where we can stop it is something completely different.
I see. You have changed since we last met in person. What once was a rabid dog has been tamed at your side. It seems like the verdant shard that you carry with you is yours to command, not the other way around anymore. Is that so?
I see it more as a two-way street.
Yes.
I wouldn't claim to be a master over it. Over them.
I can see the world around you where you You bear me with me, or with yourself everywhere you go. Like a small part of uneasy storms and roiling seas will always be within you. But to be fair, I think it always has.
Quite possibly.
Tell me, Oust, what happened? You were in that temple, deep inside the Kangunja jungle. Something terrible has happened, where something formidable was prisoned. And you disappeared, and I couldn't feel you or see you for a long time. And then you came back changed. What happened?
A warning, a word in the right ear, a conversation with something bigger than me, about something even bigger than it, about the danger of opening too many doors, but perhaps also the need to open doors, the need to create more like you, or find more like you. So we're going to. We're going to reset, refocus the world as it was before gods were taken from the people, before gods let their defenses down and planes were sundered in the name of whatever it is that various parties on this world seek to serve. And in turn stop something far worse from happening, I would hope.
And what would you say you, sir?
Sorry, what was that?
What would you say you serve, Oust? A ship without an anchor.
Or am I an anchor without a ship? I've been called something similar before, but that had a W on it. But, I don't know. I don't think I'm at the service of anybody in particular, and I think that's the point. I don't serve for, I serve with, alongside. I offer help where I can, but I am in no position. No, I am in a position to serve, but it's the free will to do so that makes it.
I see. And I think that might be for the best.
As do I.
If I may, will you let me show you the thing?
By all means.
You kind of feel the connection you're having intensify for a second as you are almost sensorily at least drawn into the statue, and you see what the White Maiden see, and you see a large sea kind of from coast to coast. It's almost like where the sea ends, there's like this big black kind of wall around it, where her domain ends. And then you see small kind of silvery motes of light all around Blimey Bay. All the people who have faith in her, who trust her. I am not just a creation, I'm a part of nature somehow. Part of the reality that binds magic and people and everything else together, the force of life itself, souls, everything that creates what we see as real. I see where this domain that I am accustomed to or aligned to exists. I see the far bottom depths of the braced over. I see into the warmer, more calm seas of the battle's end. I feel the ships, the all, the men of war, the battles, the lives lost, the people who drown. the blood that is spilled, the wonders at a net bristling full of fish being hauled upon a poor man's ship. All of these things, as a balance of nature, is not something I do. It is something I am. As all the fish in the sea exist, not because of me, but alongside me. I was never the divinity. I am just personification. A face someone can put on what already was there. The circle of life, everything that the seas, the storms, the waves, the horrors that lurk below, the things that grow and prosper because of the waves and the beautiful blue mirrors that I call my realm. It already was here. It was already divine. The beautiful circle of life within it, and everything that it feeds into and feeds off. I was. I existed before Celestine and me became one. And if you are to find others like me, it is in these grand concepts. Things that people think are larger than life that somehow has a hold over them. Have you ever looked out on the seas on a stormy night or a calm day and felt the awe of nature?
Oh. So many times.
Well, then you know where to look.
I think I understand.
I don't know where and how I can help you in this. But if we are to take the reality back for those who are trying to form it into their own image, then I think you need to find the things that people put their faith into. Something else than mortal men. Something that transcends objects and things and places and becomes something large.
I will. I'll try.
I think you'll be able to see it if you look at it in the right way. And until then, the only thing I can do is to give you a little bit of me along with you. If you'll accept it.
Of course.
I ask for nothing in return of this. I ask only that you carry yourself with grace and fairness in this world. I do not say anything about being good or bad, but I say, if you have this mission and you try to make this world a better place, then for all of us, I hope you succeed, and I will help in any way I can.
Thank you. And I hope that
Yeah.
the realm in which you inhabit now will be a less solitary one in the future. More faces, more voices, more names.
This shard that you carry,
Yes.
leave a piece of it in the plinth below my statue. Wherever you find a place with that reminds you of either the tranquility of the waves or the chaotic fury of the storm, you can make that white. And I'm sure
will.
with time, so can your friend, the gnome.
I'm sure he will too. I'll pick up the blade and just, as I pick it up, just remorph it kind of into a sort of spear. sort of casting my mind back to those towers in Staunch Flow that had the staff holes. Sort of slide it in to any kind of nook or cranny I can see in the base, and then once it's in enough, just kind of snap the end off in it and leave it there, kind of flush with the ground.
As you see this jagged kind of green rock, Chad, you see how it begins to bristle with electricity, and all the motes of dust in the room that are illuminated by the sunlight kind of gets attracted to it as if by magnetism. And you see how electricity kind of just roils with this, and it shines. And as it's left, you see how it has changed from green to silvery blue, the color of light reflected in a wave, or the thunder and lightning of a storm. Alex, in the verdant shard, go ahead and make that into a +1 weapon again.
Yo.
And what you get in return is that you have another type of use of your Arcanum for level 6. So you still have one use of your Mystic Arcanum at level 6. It is either the True Seeing that you already have,
Yep.
or Chain Lightning.
Hey, yo.
Oh, very cool.
Oh my.
He just made warlocks viable to play as a character.
Because they weren't before.
Well, of course, they're actually quite powerful.
Yeah,
Much later
unbelievably.
levels, they're quite powerful.
You can feel like within, like, the shard is still green and verdant, but like sometimes when the light catches it right, you see this like pure thunder and lightning inside of it, the heart of the storm inside of it.
As it kind of reforms into the normal blade, and I kind of see this, I'll just look up at the at Celestine, the lady. Let's go. Clear skies. And I walk away.
As you exit the temple, you see Nongle train up to you.
Nongle? Your lips are moving, but you're awfully quiet.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Practicing the silent spell. It's
I see. Yeah. That's
for some reason
very good.
wizards aren't supposed to have it. I don't know why.
Well, very strange.
I was wondering. We've been adventuring for a while. Do we have any money?
Oh goodness. I mean, I have some money, and we do have some money in the old kitty, I believe.
Yes. Where is that kitty?
Where is that kitty? I believe it's. That's a very good question. Yes, let's see. Well, we have about 2,000 gold in the kitty. I've got some funds of my own. What do you need?
Ink.
Ink. Oh goodness. Say what you want.
Oh,
Within reason.
Thank you. I'll take it all.
Yes.
And I'll run over wherever I can buy spelling.
Which I'd imagine is basically a case of me dipping into your bag, pulling out essentially like a wallet. It's like, I mean, it's all in here. Because well, you know, don't spend it all at once.
I take out like a milk crate full of empty spelling. Need to fill these up.
Go ahead. Anything else you need, or?
No. How are you?
I'm good. Just had a chat with the concept of the sea. So that's all good. Long story. I'll fill you in on the journey. But Nongle, there's no easy way to say this, but I did try and check in on Theus last night.
Oh, yes. Any luck?
Yes. Yeah, luck is not the best way of putting it, but there was some results. He and Hassan, they are one. He is no longer himself. He is no longer fierce.
Well, that's horrible, isn't it?
Yes. But it's
Bjorn will be crushed.
Yes. But we should tell him. We don't hide things like this.
No, we shouldn't hide things. I assume you're right. Possibly before we set sail, the earlier the better. Maybe drown his sorrows or something like the barbarians do.
I'd agree. Just before we set sail. We should tell Torgen too. Faust, I'd imagine, could do with some confirmation. I'm sure he already knows. By the sound of it.
Well, I'm assuming we're all meeting back towards the ship later
Yes.
this evening.
But, yes. Well, that's that. How are you? Anyway, anything else to report?
Oh, I found this new thing in my book. It's interesting. It's a cipher, which is clever. I like to try to solve
Goodness.
these things. It just appeared. The book is quite magical. Somewhat similar to your shard, your green sparklies. So what you'd like to call them?
So, messages are appearing in your book.
Yes, absolutely.
In your hand?
No, someone else's this time.
Oh, okay, right, sorry. Okay, that's fine. Do you know whose?
Well, take a look, and I'll show it to him.
Certainly.
And I'll ask when you look at it, it just looks like ridiculous gnomish poetry. Like horrible, horrible gnomish poetry. Oh, well, sorry,
Goodness.
I forgot. And I take the...
When I first saw your dingle-dangs, I just wanted to throw you in the Himmerdern.
Do you know what? I never thought there would be a rhyme word for codpiece. But there we go.
Yes, well, it's something so people that I don't want reading my book can't read it. It looks like I just carry
Good.
a large book of horrible poetry. But I'll wave the enchantment away. You see, it looks like something Feyn in type. I can't quite make it out. I'm sure I will be able to, but anything you can make out from it?
Well,
you speak Sylvan, right?
I speak Sylvan, and I can also read any written language.
Yes, it
Because
is
of
a
that
cipher,
bullshit
so
invocation.
it is completely
Gibberish.
It is gibberish, but it is in a but you can definitely, I will say, your eyes of the Runekeeper and your knowledge of Sylvan sees that this is some kind of, like, it is a mixture of Sylvan runes and arcane runes somehow.
Just looking at it very briefly, can I identify any repeating patterns that might go towards anything? I suppose we know it's a downtime thing, so actually it's probably for later on. Well,
You will definitely be able to give an ongoing help action on his
certainly.
downtime if you want to.
Well, I've got some working out to do on the journey, but I can help you every now and again if needs be.
Perfect. Well,
Excellent.
I should go off to the Wizard's Tower here and see if I can find anything of use before we set sail. Thank you for the gold. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Uncle, do you go to the Weather Mages Guild?
Yeah. I have 7 vials of spell ink, and I have what spells I need to put in my... I have Demiplane, Disintegrate, Conjure, Celestial, and Faithful Hound. And I want to see what they have for scrolls as well. Because I'm going to need a fuck ton of spell ink. And time. It's 8, 14, 21, 25. So I need 1,250 gold pieces with a spell ink. Actually, I guess
Do you have that?
900.
We've
gold
got
pieces.
2010 in the kit in the moment.
Actually, you know what? I don't need Faithful Hound. I don't need Conjure Celestial. Disintegrate and Demiplane are just too useful to have. So I think that would be good for us. So that would be 8, 14. I have 7, so I need 350 GP worth of spelling.
Go down to the Weather Mages Guild where they're throwing a rager. People are like playing grog pong, and they're doing grog kickstands.
There's two storm sorcerers with hacky sacks outside.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. What's up, dude? Do you need something from the Withermage's Guild, man?
Is ink possible and any access to your scrolls if you have any?
Right on, dude. We're right in the middle of our extracurriculars right now, but if you go into the front desk, I could definitely help you, brah. And that guy just gets thrown out the window or begins to puke in the street.
Right.
Don't mind that. It's just a rager. Hey, Johnny, come join the hacky sack, brah.
I'm going inside.
You go inside. It's just a big college party.
Oh God. Hello, anyone?
You see the guy
Seven?
behind like this,
hello?
like there seems like this at a desk where a guy is just kind of looks like he's having fun playing grog pong on the information desk, and there's just like a band of tieflings just playing rock music.
Hey, bro.
What's up, bro? 1 second, and he throws. Oh fuck, man. Oh, what's up, dude?
I need ink.
Oh, sure, little friend.
Spelling.
If you do a cake stand for it, I'll give you a fucking discount, bro.
Sure. I'll do it.
Give me a con save.
A con save?
Yeah.
God. Okay. 23.
If you do a kickstand like a fucking champ, I should just inhale like maybe a gallon of grog.
Okay, well, I'm very drunk then.
You're very drunk. But you get a 10% discount on the spelling.
Okay, perfect. So, it's 315. Alright.
It's just, they're just drinking rum with salt water. It's very horrible. And they have like a big punch bowl of clam nog too, if you want that. Want some clam nog, bro?
I'll drunkenly go up to someone and be like, hey, can you fix my hair? And I'll get them to redo the Guy Fieri haircut.
Yeah, all right, dude. Yeah, sure.
I got
bleach over
wasted
here,
last
bro.
time I got the cut, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, might as well.
So for the rest of the evening, you're just partying with the weather mages.
Yeah, and I'll start sending spells to my ex.
I told you, Uncle, don't contact me on this number.
Known wizard criminal sends note to X.
I got some wizard cringe happening here.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do before the next day?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
Well, perfect. In that case, I think this is where we'll be taking our break for half an hour, guys. So we'll be back 7:30. That's Central European time. So in 30 minutes, we'll be back, and you guys get some food. I'll get some food. Everybody get some food, and we'll be back soon. Thank you for watching so far, and see you later.
Oh, hang on. I guess I get that. That's my cue, right?
Yeah, it's your cue, Tanner.
That's a fucking...
And overlay.
And
And overlay.
Cut.
okay. All right. See everyone in a little bit.